Wow, just wow.
Look.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
So it's mid-November and already the pre-Christmas videos are out. Lidl supermarkets, a huge chain, has released this pre-Christmas turkey video, getting us all cozy and ready and comfortable to tuck into dead animals. Love it.
Let's take a look at the video.
You used to manual work?
Absolutely not.
Thought so. Right, we'll get on with the next job.
Where have you got these little turkeys locked away?
Come inside.
Gosh, I never expected this. I thought they'd all be in cages like a turkey prison. This is unbelievable.
This is their back garden.
Massive. You need to tell more people about this.
This is what free range is all about. They can have the berries off the trees, anything they forage.
What's with the apples?
Well, turkeys just love them. Just an extra enrichment.
Look at them.
We better put these birds to bed.
Come on, Mr. Turkey. Time for bed.
Got one more job.
Joking.
We thought it would be a bit rude not to invite you to our Christmas party. Can't beat a Norfolk bronze.
It's delicious.
Have we changed your mind?
Definitely.
No turkeys held as prisoners.
Wow, just wow.
Look, if a marketing team has to work this hard to put out a video like this to convince people that it's okay to eat murdered animals, it's a sure sign that more and more people are not okay with eating animals.
But anyway, why is Debbie feeling empathetic to begin with and contacting Lidl and saying, oh, I think, are they prisoners or what have you? Because if we were true omnivores, we wouldn't think like that.
No.
We wouldn't have that empathy, that compassion. We would
not care about the treatment of the animals we're supposed to eat.
Exactly. If we were true omnivores, we'd be biologically hardwired to just eat the animals without a second thought.
What difference does it make how they're kept?
That's it.
A fox doesn't care about where the rabbit comes from. It just says, give me your jugular, I want to tear you apart.
That's it.
But Debbie has compassion for the turkeys. We all do.
And that's because we're actually herbivores, even though we behave like omnivores, which we only do because we've all been indoctrinated into this invisible belief system called carnism, where we think that it's normal, natural, and necessary for us to eat animals, when in actual fact, we're herbivores, and the science shows that we are physiologically and anatomically so.
So there's been a huge response about this video that was posted on Lidl's Facebook page. Like we said at the beginning, if you have to code at this extent to try and convince people and make them feel comfortable with what they're eating on Christmas Day, it screams to us all, you're actually really vegan at heart because you care.
Yeah.
Right? So if it was normal, natural, and necessary, as you said, they wouldn't need to put out a video like this.
Obviously, they're trying to say, if we treat them well before we kill them, which they don't even talk about the killing part, it's simply just a transition from the idyllic looking conditions on the farm to the table. They conveniently, strategically leave out that middle part. They're still prisoners because just because they're not in a small cage, they're just in they're in an enclosure.
And they can't leave. They're not free to leave. They're not free to live their life the way they want to.
Yeah. And what does it matter anyway what their treatment is like if they're ultimately going to die when they just want to live?
That's right. And people aren't stupid to this. It gave vegans a platform to say, hey, you are really just twisting the facts here. And it just became like this wonderful comment section. Stop trying to twist the truth and present a false reality of what's really going on here. People were calling them out all over the place.
I think what epitomised this the best was a meat eater saying, I'm a meat eater, but this advert totally put me off eating meat. If I was Lidl, I would sack whoever came up with this idea. Awful. We see the turkey supposedly being treated better than family. The next thing, she's off inside a barn to eat them. WTF? Merry Christmas.
Yes, great job. And as disgraceful and deceptive as this video is, it actually has the potential to backfire on the industry. They gave the animals personalities.
And identities. Exactly.
Now, they wanted to do that because, look, we take care of these beautiful creatures, and in doing so, the viewer connected to the individual and went, oh, they're gorgeous. Oh my God, it's on my Christmas table.
Yeah, this is a marketing faux pas 101 for the meat, dairy and egg industries, because they've been as successful as they have because they have reduced living sentient beings to mere inanimate objects. and they've just given them numbers. Now, I remember another group of discriminated
That's
individuals who were given numbers, just reduced to numbers. They were dehumanized. Well, animals are deanimated, aren't they?
Yes, that's right. And this video gives them their individuality and their personality back.
Yes.
And we see them in the field. They have joy. They experience emotions. They like the apples. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah.
Oh, they're climbing on the tractor. Oh, they're little friends.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, they look at their family dog, their family cat, and they recognize, oh, they have this, similar emotions and personalities and lives and interests that are as important to them as ours are to us, and as they are to our dogs and our cats.
That's right. How can I eat this bird?
Yeah.
So, and this all comes about because veganism is on the rise. Activists are so loud in 2016, and we've really pushed the corporations into a very tight and uncomfortable corner.
Yeah.
They're forced to create this illusion of, look how happy the animals are, and yet in doing so, it backfires because the consumer sees, oh shit, that animal's happy, outdoors free, it's beautiful, it's got a personality. They're actually unknowingly helping the consumer make a connection between the beautiful animals and what ends up on their plate.
And also, just a couple of other things. Okay, so he says, by them the turkeys eating apples, it adds to their enrichment, i.e. they're going to be healthier, which infers that their meat is healthier for human consumption. And also...
How about just eating the apple yourself and not filtering that nutrients through the murdered body of an animal? Just putting it out there.
And then they also create this illusion that 100% of all turkeys purchased from Lidl are going to be coming from conditions like those shown. When in actual fact, at the end, they have the fine print, and the devil is always in the detail, isn't it?
That's right.
Available at selected stores only, and subject to availability.
That's right.
So
where do all the other birds come from?
Where the majority of animals come from, factory farms.
And we're assuming that this farm that they're showing is actually a real farm. I don't know. Basically, you can't keep up with the demand that a corporation like Lidl would have with these kind of farms. And even if they did, even if 100% of the turkeys came from these farms, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all, because this is the epitome of gold standard humane treatment, and yet nothing humane happens in a slaughterhouse. And as we said, they conveniently, strategically left that part out of it altogether.
Yeah. And I think the part of the video that really sort of creeped us out was when they were saying, oh, we're going to put the little turkeys to bed now. Come on, turkeys, we're putting you to bed. It was almost like, that's what parents do. We put our little children to bed.
But we don't slit our children's throats in the middle of the night and eat their bodies the next day.
Yeah.
And let's just imagine for a moment that this was a free-range farm for dogs.
Yeah.
And then we bring Debbie into the barn and serve her the body of a Labrador. How would that have gone down? So at the end of the video, they've got hashtag little surprises. Pretty sure they'd be a little surprised about the consumer backlash that they received in the comments section underneath their post of the ad.
And this is a real sign of the times, isn't it? Because they weren't making these kind of videos like 5 years ago.
No.
So imagine what's going to happen in another 5 years from now. Because the industry is so desperate to make consumers feel comfortable with eating these animals.
The reason they're feeling uncomfortable is because vegans are sharing like wildfire on social media vegan-related posts of animal rights issues. So keep sharing, keep sharing.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please post your comments down below. We'd love to hear from you.
Like, share and subscribe. And remember until next time that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do on Christmas and every other day of the year. See you next video.
Bye, guys.
We especially liked their criticisms of diets that involve carb restriction, high protein and fat diets like the paleo diet, as well as the fact that